This is Salted Trail Mix. Let's try this again because the last time I just recorded this video partially through and I accidentally revealed personal information. So let's not do that again. But anyway, I'm going to teach you really quick how to turn a PC avatar into a Quest avatar. Not for physically wearing. I mean, you could use it for wearing if you would wish. It's just pretty much really making the quality of the avatar pretty poor. Um, so it could look wonky for some avatars. It just depends on how well the avatar is made and how many stuff it has. Um, Basically, it's mostly I just do this so that obviously Quest is very popular now. It's the cheapest system for VR right now, so it's very popular on the market. So it does make sense. So what I do is I kind of just obviously this is a personal avatar. I bought this. This is by Cupcake. It's this avatar right here. It's the Jax one. I just bought it. Just came out. And obviously I have Quest friends, and there's a lot of Quest people. So I'm just gonna take this avatar and there's a bug attacking me. What the heck, bro? I'm going to take this avatar and I'm going to make a Quest version of it, and then I'm going to upload it to Quest so that this will be a PC and Quest avatar, so that when I personally privately wear my private avatar, it is shown up as Quest to the people who are Quest, and I don't show up as like a cactus or a banana man from what you guys know. So first of all, to start off, I normally open this website. I'll post this as well. This is the VRChat Avatar Performance Ranking System, and it shows, what ranking means and all of that. Kind of just gives you some examples of, it basically talks about how avatars are ranked in VRChat. So we have pretty much all the definitions of everything, and then we have PC. So this is PC limits. Obviously, these are what this avatar is currently at. They're considered very poor, but obviously most very poor avatars in PC can be seen. So this one I'm pretty sure is around like 100 to 200,000 polygons. So for Quest, the minimum you're going to want is 20,000. So keep that number in mind. That is our goal here. 20,000 is to get below that number. You don't want to hit that number exactly, because sometimes adding stuff in Unity it'll just have a slight variation in the number. So I would like to keep it technically about like 1,000 below is what's pretty safe. So you can keep it to be very poor if you want, but just know if it's very poor, it is default hidden for Quest users. So Quest users will automatically have your avatar hidden. So that's why you want it to be at the minimum poor, which obviously 20,000 from a 200,000 avatar, you're pretty much minimizing that by an insane amount. So keep that in mind. So 20,000 is our number. And you also have to keep in mind some other big pieces, which is material slots. Normally, avatars have a lot of them. You can always figure out how many you have by clicking on him or clicking on the avatar and going through them. But see, most of these will have each individual. See, that's a material, that's a material, that's a material. So they tend to have a lot. So you want to minimize this to 4, and I kind of have a system for it, but you can also use, I'm not very particular with it because I don't really wear the Quest avatars. It's just really for people who are Quest to kind of see a brief description and or of what I look like in game. So I pretty much just make it just enough so that, I mean, there's a function here though in here, optimization. You can atlas materials. So basically you can it's a material combiner, and you set it up and it'll combine multiple textures into one texture for you. That's a great way to do it too if you really are particular about having, all of the avatar pieces in one. Like if you have a specific outfit that has all different materials. If you don't, that's fine too. I normally just make everything like one color, like all black or something. That's just the way I do it, but there's other ways like this, for example. It's super easy to use, and it even has like an instruction page. If you just click that little question mark, it'll tell you exactly how to do the whole process. So it's just right here. See, Texture Atlas. It'll tell you what it does, and it'll give you like a little tips on it, and it even has a little image even to kind of show you exactly what it looks like in Unity. So it makes it super easy for you. So if that's the option you choose, then by all means, go ahead and do that. Alright, so to start off, I have a brief idea. I did upload this guy already into a clean Unity slate, so this is the avatar. So I know exactly what I want him to look like. He's already uploaded for me. I already uploaded him as a private to my account. So what I'm going to do is I have him here, and I know what I need to do. So first of all, I obviously won't be wearing this avatar in Quest, but if you will, from what I've heard, Quest avatars can have toggles. So if you want to keep on items that are toggleable because you're a Quest, then by all means, go ahead. But yes, so keep that in mind. That's a great thing to remember. So I'm not going to be putting this on Quest. I don't have a Quest, so I can't have toggles, and it'll just be represented as it spawns. So I'm just going to remove items in which that I want to not be on the avatar afterwards. So I'm going to remove like just some pieces that I don't want to be on him later on. And keep in mind another thing, if you look in here, is bones. So you can have 150, which is pretty much just a skeleton, keep in mind, and you can't have any, they don't have any dynamic bones. So for Quest, dynamic bones is fully removed, so you don't have it at all. The following categories are disabled on Quest, so dynamic bone components, colliders, all of that stuff. As well as lights, so any emission, keep in mind, emission will not work. Cloth, anything that's physically moving, it doesn't show up in Quest, so just keep that in mind. So what I like to do, by the way, if you have an avatar with really long hair, you can way paint it to her skin if you want. If it's a ponytail, then just leave it, and if it's like really long hair, then just leave it. But if you look at my like Valentine's Day avatar, for example, I'll show you a picture. I have a this is what she looks like. I have this hair on her for Quest, the Quest version, and I just way painted this directly to her skin, so it moves with her body, so it doesn't look as creepy. Because I know sometimes with Quest avatars with hair, it looks really odd and it comes out really wonky. But for really long hair, I would just leave it alone and I'll teach you what to do. So keep that in mind. So I am going to remove his tail since it can't move, but I will be keeping his ears. Pretty much everything else looks pretty okay. I may remove some of the accessories like the medals just because they will look really poopy when I start unoptimizing, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So this is pretty good right here. I'll probably remove his jacket too. So this is what he looks like. Pretty normal, nothing crazy. But yeah, that's that. And I know he has like legs under, which I'm also going to delete because I'm not going to be toggling anything. And what I'm going to do is, so keep in mind, once again, 4 materials is the key here. The number 4 is our magic number. So he's going to need a specific amount of things that we're going to have to remove. So hair, I always do hair as 1 because that's obviously going to be a different color. So 1, face is another, 2, body is another, 3, and then I do everything else basically 1 color to minimize my amount of stuff. However, like I was saying, you can use Atlas. You could just literally enable that and it'll set everything up, and see, you can generate a material list and save an Atlas, and it'll make it just a little bit easier so that you can Atlas a few things together rather than having it all one material. I really don't care, it doesn't matter to me. So, but if you have, like, for example, a really detailed pretty girl avatar with like a specific design on her shirt, and then like a certain pair of pants that I guess you could say like were leggings with the design, and you wanted to keep those and not lose that because it was a part of the avatar's overall appearance, then you could definitely use the material thing. What it does is just basically takes the textures of both of the materials, makes them one material, and then basically they'll be connected, but it'll be one material and they'll have their same things but just lower quality. And that's pretty much what it does overall. So I'm gonna go ahead and start dividing. So I got the hair here, it's already labeled hair, and I am going to make so this is already labeled hair as well. We got the goggles, glass, obviously we got some, I am going to actually I'm probably gonna delete the glass on this so that it doesn't, I might actually just delete them, but I kind of like the way that they look, but I like the way that looks too, so I just hid them so I could see. I'm just going to go ahead and delete it then. And to select an item, you click L in edit mode, but we're just going to go through it. Nothing crazy, but we'll do it really quickly. So, currently overall, I like to use, to tell how much polygons are on the avatar overall, I would click the Decimate and it'll actually tell you. So, well, this is only telling me for one piece, but this would be the face count. That's what you're aiming for, alright? So, you just want it really low, basically. So we're just going to kind of go through and kind of minimize things here. So we're going to start by fixing it, which will kind of make it look kind of weird, so keep in mind, because obviously you don't have textures placed on him, but so he looks kind of odd at the moment. But in order to get those textures, if you really need to see what you're doing, you'll just right click here and you'll click Show and Explore, and it'll open up a folder with all his stuff. And then once I get that folder, I'll just normally right click and click view and then large icons, and as you can see them now. So then what you'll do, we're going to go back to Blender, and I'm going to go ahead and click separate by materials. And what that is, it's going to unseparate everything because you fixed it, and we're going to start by just giving an idea of what we got here. So to put a material, put a texture on it, so you're going to click the piece you want. So I got the face here. You're going to scroll all the way down in the material bubble, and you're going to click to add a texture. And then what I do is I literally just click here and I click copy, and then you click paste, and then you find that material. So I know it's called, right here, it's called Cupcake Scratch Head Texture Male. So I'm going to look for that. It's probably going to be in the C, so not that high though. It's going to be lower. Where the heck is it? Maybe it was higher. Am I wildin'? Oh, here it is. PNG. See, now it's on, and since it's appearing weird, see how you can see through it, you're going to just want to click this double-sided button, and right here you're going to want to click opaque. You can also click backface if you'd like. So, just like that, and I actually am, he does have a particular eye texture on that, it doesn't really matter right now, we can always change that later, but obviously his eyes are separate. I'm actually just going to make that connected to his face because that's also one texture. So what you're going to do is you're going to click this little bubble here, and then these are all of your materials. So you can either type it in, here it is right here, and you click it and see it changes to match now the existing texture, which looks like this, and this is the eye painted onto it. However, obviously you can go and edit this texture and put whatever eye you want on if it's different. In this case, I mean, I'm probably going to leave it just because I don't really care that much, but I use a website called Photopea. Looks like this. And it's basically like a fake Photoshop. It's free, obviously. It has ads. And what you do is you literally just take the material, or texture, sorry, and you just drag it in here and it opens it up. And what I would do if I was going to change the eye, you would get another eye texture, do the same thing, drag it on, and then, you know, take the squares and minimize it and put it directly on top of that by using the opaque and all of that, whatever. You know what I mean? If you need a more detailed one, let me know and we'll figure it out, but for now, that's not part of the tutorial. Next is the hair. It doesn't really matter what color hair he has. Keep in mind, all the textures you put in here won't matter because it's just remembering the slot. It doesn't actually remember what texture's on here, so it really doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't. So, I mean, it's totally up to you. If it helps you see it better, then by all means, do it however you wish to do it, my man. But, yep. Okay, so I'm gonna just go here in my organized categories, and I'm just gonna pick a number 4. Don't know what color that is. Okay, so it's blonde. That's fine. Actually, I kind of want a different color. I know it sounds weird, but I want something that I can actually see. So purple, there, that works. And then you're gonna want to make sure to change everything else. So to make this a little easier, I'm just gonna go ahead and make this hair for now. It looks a little funky. I know. And then shirt will be the next one. So I'm gonna just name this black. That's gonna be my third material. And we have the body, the skin. which it's already presenting as skin, so that's fine. We don't really have to put the skin texture on, but you can if you want. Same exact thing. You click the thingies, and his name is Jax, so that's what it's under. Jax, gloves, helmet, pants, skin. Here it is. Base color, BNG. There. Same thing. Double-sided. Make sure it's opaque with backplace. Okay. So that's the number 2. So now we have a character here, and I just want them all the same color, right? Because I'm not really doing the Atlas, but you totally can. It's not hard. So now I know, because it looks fine being all dark. I really, it doesn't matter to me that much. So go to the pants. I'm going to just make it black. Here's my capital. See how it stands out because I capitalized it. Looks like that. Gonna do the same thing for the gloves. It's just easier to do it this way. Same thing for his nice little goggles. Gonna make them black. And his shoes as well. I'm just gonna make them all black. That's fine. See? And I will have, you can leave it like this. I mean, this actually doesn't look bad where they're like purple or the same color as his hair. I mean, I'm pretty sure my character's hair is like, I think it's like white and black, so it might actually not look terrible like how it is, but however you want to do it, I'm probably actually going to leave it like this because I don't mind how it looks. I don't really care all that much. However, I will be changing some of the smaller details. So you see the spikes here and the cupcake logo as well as the piercings on the ears. I want to make those black so that they don't look as weird. So you see I just went into edit mode right here while clicking the selected piece in which I've chosen. So what you want to do is you just going to click L, but you have to click it over the thing. So I'm clicking L now. See, hovering over. And this just basically selects everything. And if you click the wrong one, just control Z, you're fine. And I'm just going to click it all over the things that I want. So I want the piercings to be a different color. I want them to stand out a little bit more, not just, whoopsie, see, control Z, perfect. And then I'm just going to all the way go down Cupcake's little logo here. Just like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click a plus here. You're going to add the material slot. And you're going to click new. And then right here you're going to go to the black. And then make sure you click the assign button. You see, it changes all of them. And now they're black. Just like that. Just like that. Another thing that I do, I know it's you don't have to, but obviously Quest can't have a transparent material. And as you know, blush in the game for faces is transparent, and I hate that chunky, weird looking fat blush that's just like a red mark on your face that pops up. So you can see it right here in his face. So I'm going to go ahead and select his face. I think it's actually a separate material. You could see it right there floating though. It's just hanging around there. And then what you're going to do is you're literally just going to click delete. So I click just delete and they're gone basically. Because I'm not going to need it. It's not like but when I change my face in the game, the people with Quest will still see that pop up, and I don't like how that looks. That's just me though. So what you're going to do now, is at least for what I do, is you're going to fix the model again. It may mess up the materials. That's okay. You can always redo exactly what you just did. It's okay. Let's get a fix. See, he looks just like how we left him. And now you can click him and you can actually see all the materials on him. So face, skin, we still have nails, so let's go ahead and fix that. And belt. Those two need to be removed. So we will go ahead and, I mean, you could do this by just separating by materials again and seeing exactly what you're working with, or you could do it the selecting way. So here we go, we're gonna just make that black. And his nails apparently, yeah, are a different color. So I'm just gonna make that part of the skin, which makes him black. That's fine. That's even better. Gonna fix him again. Just make sure that that number, you know, is 4 is what you want. See, now we have 4. Skin, face, black, and hair. So now this is all 4 materials, right? That's good. Or you can Atlas, you know, whatever you float your boat. So now he's 1 item. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize him again, or not minimize, I'm sorry. Separate by materials. And what we're going to do is the big fun part, which is you're going to click this little modifier properties button, which looks like a little screwdriver. wrench, sorry. And you're just gonna click some pieces. So we're gonna take the hair first, and we're gonna decimate this like by a lot. So it tells you right here, just these few items, the hair and the accessories, are 28,000. That's a lot. Obviously, it's way over what we want. We're aiming for like it to be pretty low. So just keep lowering it. Just drag it down until it starts looking ugly. You see how you're starting to see some visual changes. So probably 10,000 is even still a lot, to be honest. I don't care if it really gets too ugly for me. I'm gonna lower it all the way down to like that. That's good for me right there. As you can tell, you start losing some visual appeal, and what you're gonna just want to do is click apply. And if it says that, which is, if you just saw it says it has shape keys, that's okay. It's probably because something in it does have a shape key. It could be taken from the face. Oh no, it's actually the hair. So what you just want to do is you're gonna want to delete them because we're not gonna need them anymore. So I'm not gonna have any toggles or anything added on him, at least. So what you're gonna do is you just want to minus, but you don't subtract from the basis first. Subtract from the bottom first, and then you're just gonna want to click the minus button on it, just like that. Because you always want to delete the basis last, or else it'll start meshing how everything looks. And then you go back, and then you should be able to apply now, just like that. And you just want to do that to everything. So now here's the blacks. So we're gonna decimate. See, this is at 17,000, which is pretty dang high. So we know that we just made the hair and the accessories about 6,000. So we want this pretty dang low as we can get it without it looking absolutely terrible. So just keep lowering it as low as you can get it until it's so ugly you really can't take it. That's how you really want it to get to. See, this is actually pretty optimized, and you can tell because it's starting to, it looks fine actually. So this is 3,000. This doesn't look too bad. You know, the gloves are starting to look holy, which, I mean, I don't really care. It just kind of just looks like they're ripped. You can delete them if you want, though, if you don't like the look. That's just how Quest is. It's some low quality. You never want, also, you never want to decimate the face. Never decimate the face. You need all of the shape keys for the face. Those are how you blink and your mouth moves, so do not decimate the face. I would not do it. It'll literally ruin the whole thing of the avatar. You'll just be like a walking wonk. So this, I'm clearly clicking the body, as you could tell, not the face. And it has her username, which is inside of here, which is perfectly fine. That's credit. You don't want to delete stuff like that. You leave credits. But it does have the shape keys from the face because it used to be connected to the face. So you're going to want to delete all of these. Once, like I said, delete from the bottom. And just go down the list, click them all. Keep clicking until they're all gone from the bottom up. There we go. No more VSMEs. No more shape keys. So what you're going to do is you're going to decimate again. This one's at pretty high, 17,000. And this is the body, so the uglier it looks, you know, it might mess with tattoos and things like that. But you're just going to bring this pretty dang low. Like as low as you can get it without it looking like wonkadonk. So 3,000, I think that looks pretty fine. You can't really, you're not really seeing, also this will mess up the, as you can see in edit mode, it's no longer straight. It's all kind of triangular. That's fine. It's just what I do. It's fine. So he's kind of like a smaller avatar, so it doesn't really matter as much. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix him, or we're going to go ahead and check what his number's at. It's probably going to be higher still, and that's okay. So you're going to go to Decimate again and just look at it. So he's actually at 19,000 right now, that's perfect. That's exactly actually where we're supposed to be. So that's literally exactly where we're supposed to be. So that's more than what you want, I think, at least. So sometimes it may go over, and that's fine. Just, you know, have it open to come back and fix it. So, but that's what you want to do, and now he's fine. So if you want toggles, you can re-add toggles. To add toggles to a model, if you're like making this for you to actually wear, you just leave things existent, and then you merge it separately, not as like fixed. So another thing is his bones. We don't need them anymore, and he has a limit, so you do want to go ahead and delete some bones. So what I do is I kind of just go through and I click them. My headset just turned off. There we go, because it's not hearing anything. You just want to click them, the ones that you know, go to something like hair or whatever it may be that has a bone. So you just don't, make sure you're not clicking the eye ones or the face. Make sure it'll say the name right here. Just make sure it's only the pieces that you're obviously not going to have moving anymore, which would be hair. All hair stuff, that's perfectly good in the hood. So you just grab all of them. See, if you grab the eye, make sure you do not do that. That will literally disable your blinking. And then what you want to do is you're actually going to click merge to parent. And this will move the weight, because all these bones have weight to them, which is what pulls it when you move it. You don't want to delete that, because then his hair is going to be really weird. So you just want to click merge to parent. And it should still have its thing. So that's really all we're going to really delete. I'm going to leave everything else. This should be under 150. It doesn't even look like it's more. But if you have things like boobies, you can delete those bones by merging to parent as well. All hair bones, ears, tails, all stuff like that, I would delete it. You don't need it. You can't move it. And you could just double check by clicking pose mode and then click that bone. Perfect. Nothing moves. Great. Okay. So then now you just have his head, which is correct. That's how it should move. Bones are now fixed. He's ready to go. So all you got to do now, you're going to go to eye tracking, make sure it's selected on his head with the left eye, right eye. If it was an existing avatar, it should be auto set up. I just do this just in case. And then the blink, and then you're going to click create. It has an error. I just click it again. Just keep clicking it and it'll get it eventually. And then you're going to want to click this test. See, he's blinking, working good. And then you're going to want to VCMEs. These are the mouth, him talking. It's already set up. Click create. It'll make those again. Perfect. He's ready. And then all you got to do is you're going to click export. It's ready to go. There we go. And then you're just going to save it as whatever it is that you want to save it as. I'm going to save it to my desktop. And I'm going to just save it as name, which is Jax, and I'm gonna make him Quest at the end there. And I'm gonna export him. And there we go. So I'm just gonna leave that open, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I was gonna do. So even though he's here, unless I ever don't want to edit him, you don't want to upload Quest on the exact same account in which you are uploading this one, because it pretty much transforms that only to Quest. So just keep that in mind. So yes. So anyway, you're going to want to make another Unity. So however that may be, you just may open the Unity hub. And I'm just going to make a new, and I'm going to just name it Quest Personal. Ignore that I did that, it's fine. And we're going to go get that. Let that load in for a momento. Alright, now you do want to go to the VRChat website. Looks like this, and you just want to obviously click download VRChat SDK, and once you have that downloaded, you're just going to want to drag that in here. Always do SDK first, add a new Unity, import him, perfecto, and you don't really need anything else because you can't have Poyomi and you can't have dynamic bones. So you really won't need anything else, but you probably will need some of the materials, so keep that in mind. But we'll just do it like this for now. Let this do its thing. Let it do its thing. It's uploading. Here we go. It's shaking, it's baking. just doing what we want it to do. Alright. And you're going to want to go to wherever it is you saved that FBX, whether, I don't know, I saved mine to desktop. And, did I not save mine to desktop? Where you be? Where you at? I know you he. Here it is. So, and you're going to want to just drag that in. It may take a second to load, but it should be lower quality, so it shouldn't take that long. And then here he is. First thing you want to do is make this genetic, make it humanoid, click apply. This will make the body be recognized as a human. And you may need to configure, so let's see what it has to tell me. Okay, so you're going to want to configure, and you got to fix some errors that this one found at least. That's okay. So it does not like his thumb bone, but it found it. It says it's not in T-pose, but it is. We got some errors in the head, so just going to make it left eye. That is correct. This is his left eye. Jaw you want to make none. And then that fixed it. And a lot of times for Panda Bear's base, you have to set the chest. All you gotta do is click this little icon here. It'll pop up here. You type it in and or find it, and then you just double click it, and it'll select it. And then you just scroll down, and you click either apply or done. I click done, and then click apply here. Perfect. And you're gonna want to pull up the account thing. I'm gonna go ahead and sign in, but I'm gonna sign on the other screen, just for my particular safety. You know how it is. Alright, I'm gonna drag that back on here. Okay, and then what you want is, now we have our good boyo here. We're gonna drag him into the sample scene. Here he is, shaking his bacon. Existing how he should be. And now we want to grab the materials. So I have that thing still saved from that other Unity that we had open, which you right click and then open, and it gives you the materials. So I'm just going to need to keep a few of these, and I just need his skin. So I'm going to drag that in here. It's going to import it. It'll take a second. There we go. And you're going to want to do the same to his face. Let that import. And I'm gonna actually just get a random material for his hair, just to make it stand out a little bit, because I know his OG hair is black and white pretty much. So I'm actually just gonna make it white. There. And this is from VRChat's hair texture pack, which is free on her Gumroad. And you want to make a material. And you could just name this one face. Oops, sorry. And I'm gonna just Control D and make a few of these. I need 4. So I'm gonna make this one hair. You don't have to name it, but I mean, if you really want organization, that's how it is. Name that black, and then name body. So you have to use the VRChat materials for this to work. So you just want to click the VRChat, click mobile, and click whichever one you want. I'm going to use Toon Lit for this. This is literally what it looks like. You don't really have very many options, so that's why I'm saying. You're just going to pop the face in there and pop that on. It kind of looks like a cheap version of Poyomi. And then you're going to get the hair, same exact thing, standard, VRChat, mobile, Toon Lit. You can also hold shift down, select all of the materials, and then do the same exact thing. And it'll make the process go a little bit faster. Or you could be smarter than me and actually do it before you copy it a bunch of times. So Gonna do that to the hair, put that hair texture in there. Now it gives them that little look. Obviously it looks kind of poopy, but that's what life is. Perfect. Yeah, and you can mess with the settings with however you want. And I'm actually going to pop his body one on and give it that its material. And now we've got the black, which I'm just gonna pop in here. And I mean, I don't even really have a black material, but you can find one in here anywhere. It doesn't matter that much. And then there, now he's black. That works perfect. This is what he looks like. Obviously, it's not the best in the world, but you know. And then you're gonna want to add the descriptor, and then you just want to fill this out. It's gonna be super quick since he doesn't have a menu or anything. He doesn't have toggles. At least I'm not wearing them. If he has toggles, there's another way of going about it. But auto detect lip sync, and then you're gonna want to open them up right here, and you're gonna drag the body into body. Here's his eyes. Make sure you line this boy up. This is eyesight. You won't really be even seeing it, but just pop that sucker right between the eyeballs. Make sure to click the return button after eye look, enable that, and you're just gonna open their armature, go to their head, and it's gonna be the full written out one, so the left eye and the right eye fully written. And what I do is I just do like -30. Oof, wow, I'm close. So even that's like a little, that's up. Oh yeah, it is looking up. Okay, and then I do 30 and then -30. And then actually I kind of want it even more than this. Let's do -40. 50? That's too much. 40? Nah, 30 was good. I'm sorry. I did that for nothing. Wasted y'all time. I can have 30. Yeah, this I want a little bit more. There we go. And then 40. Just like that. And then you're going to want to click blend shapes and then put the body in here again. And then for the looking up and down, you already set it up so you can click these as none. And then click the blink, so it'll just be blink, obviously. But if you have a girl, sometimes they have a happy blink. See, happy blink, if you want that blink to be your blink, you can do that too, but I'm just going to click the normal blink. And then there we go. Playable layers. You don't have any. I'm just going to leave it here. But this is where you would put his FX if they had toggles or, you know, different gestures or, you know, different walking. All of that would be in here. But I use full body, so I'm not going to use any of these, and I won't be playing in this character. But yes, it's the same for expressions. This is where your menu and parameters would be going to. So I'm just gonna leave these as default and set that there. So now he exists in here, and what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna see how it says switch build to target to Android. You're gonna want to click that, and it'll take a second. If I'm correct, that's correct. I think that's doing it, but I'm not, to be honest, I'm not very sure. I can't remember. I know that there's another way to do it too. Please switch. Let me figure it out 1 second though. Alright, I figured it out. So you can do it that way, but normally it won't work. So what you actually want to do is you're going to go File, and you're going to click Build Settings, and you're going to want to click to Android, and I don't have it installed, so you're going to have to install it really quick if you're like me, and it'll just do that really quick. That's fine. I have read terms, and you're going to let that install. It's going to click yes. Sorry, it asked me that magical question, and we're going to install this really quick. now we wait for this to install and we can cry together. Come on, I know you're almost there. You got it. You got it, don't worry. Don't worry, you got it. Almost there. Aw, there we go. You're good, don't worry. That's life. Sometimes just gotta do stuff, you know. Okay, now it's done. So now what you want to do is you're going to click switch platform. And keep in mind, any other avatars that you have in this, you cannot switch back. That's why I'm saying to make a new one specifically. So your PC ones will be on a separate one, and your Quest versions of the PC will be on a separate one. You will ruin all of the packages that are in here. They will only be uploaded as Quest. You cannot switch it back. Anything you upload here will be uploaded as Quest. That's just how it is. You can't switch it back. So that's why I made a separate one from the PC one, which is still existent over here. So let that go through and it will import. There we go. Now it's a Quest version. So now when you click him again and look at him in the builder, as you can tell, it should be Quest now. So what we're going to do, we're first going to auto fix some of these big thonks here. This one's the recess right mesh is disabled, so that one's good. Auto fix this one. Auto fix streaming mishmapped. Leave that. I don't know what this is. So it still says it's very poor. Let's see how many it says that he is. So it says he's 25,000. So you see how it kind of went up even though we were doing it before. So what we're going to just do is we're going to go back. That's why you keep this open. Because it said that he's 25 even though it's showing up a little bit different on here. Just because sometimes it just adds stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try to lower it by like 5,000. So I'm going to go ahead and like remove his whoopsies gloves. Since we don't really need them. Oh my god, can I miss that anymore? Thank you. And we're just gonna lower it a little bit more here. So we're gonna go back through, separate by materials, and we're just gonna lower him a little bit more. And I know it sucks. You said it already looks good, but you know. So we're just gonna do a little bit more uglifying. I know though, I know. It sucks. It sucks boot hole. Especially with an avatar like this that barely has anything. You could also go in and remove some stuff. So like for example, like you could remove like, I don't know, whatever it is that you wish to remove. If you think it'll make him have a little bit less. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't think this will really change all that much, but at this point, you don't really got much on him. But yeah, let's fix him again, see if we lowered it down a little bit more. I know it was at 19 last time we checked, so now it's at 16. That should be good, so let's go ahead and export him again. He should be good. You can, you know, the eye testing, that stuff still should all work, so you should just be able to export directly. Once again, I'm gonna export him to my desktop, same thing. Export that, and I'm gonna go back into Unity again. Pull him out again. It may be a process, just keep this in mind because it is kind of hard to get it super low. There are other ways of looking at the polygons exactly, but you know that's hard. I mean, there's ways of doing. You can look it up like Blender version blank, how to change, how to, you know what I mean. You get what I'm saying, but unless you don't, then that's that. Wow, why is his earrings and shit appearing white? thanks, but whatever. Wow. Same thing, the jaw, make sure it's set to none. The body, everything else is set up fine, done, fine. Same thing. Gonna get the sample scene. You're gonna take this, pop him in here again. But what you're gonna want to do is I'm gonna actually just click to copy this. So you see here, you're gonna want to copy, and you're gonna want to paste right in here. And you could delete the other guy. And it should be the same. Since it's the same avatar, everything should be set up the same. The only thing that you do want to do is re-add these. So re-add the body in here and re-add the eye and mouth thingies. So make sure you have them selected, and you're going to want to click the, once again, left eye, right eye. All of this should be the same, and then body for the mouth. All of that should be the same, as you can tell. And what you just want to do is pop everything back on. Just like so. Now he's the exact same again. Wow, look at that. He's so low quality, his hands are falling apart. Dang, you know, I'm gonna leave it. I don't even really care. Oh, and then the hair. Yep. There we go. And then you wanna click him again. Make sure everything looks okay. And then now let's check on him. He's still very poor. That's insane. Okay, what is he at? Oh, it's because his read/write. Oh, I forgot. Whew, I was about to be crazy. Okay, so you want to auto-fix these before checking the performance. Make sure you do that. 22,000. He's still too high. How is that even freaking possible, my man? How is that even possible? I hate this. But this is the process. So just keep that in mind. That's the process. So we're still very poor. That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. So he's at 22 now. So we just gotta keep making him poopier. You just gotta keep making him poopier. I'm probably gonna remove his accessories this time. I liked them and I wanted them to stay, but they will not remain at this point. Just because I cannot get his quality any lower than it is. Literally, it's so bad already. This is great. I think I grabbed a piece. Yeah, okay. I didn't want to delete the belt, but I think I'm gonna have to. And I actually like the belt. And I'm probably gonna go in and actually delete the other belt as well. This one. Whew, bruh. I practically took everything off of him. Look at his pockets. Huh. Let's take those off because that looks like wonka wonks. Hopefully you don't want to see ass. Okay, good. Bruh. We're at like the lowest of the low. The only thing he has is really... While I'm here, I'm actually going to fix these though. Because it bothered me. And I know it's small, but he barely has anything. And if he's going to have colored piercings, they might as well stay standing out if I'm going through the trouble. So I'm just gonna go here and click new, assign, black. There. Delicious. How is it that this is still not enough though? Like, tell me. He got like nothing on this boy. I would have to like delete his whole clothes for this to even make a difference. But you know, maybe it made a difference elsewhere. Who knows, man? I don't know. He really doesn't have anything else, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, it's all really coming from the face, but you can't really... Wow, what the heck happened there, my man? Hooey. Wow, okay, that was weird. It's probably gonna... He did get wonked up pretty bad. I don't know what the heck happened here. So weird, okay. So just keep that in mind. So it's not that bad. But you know, if you like this, because like, as you can tell, this still looks like an avatar. It's still, you know, he still has his face. He still has his design. And you can atlas the materials. You can make any avatar and you don't, but if you do want to do other special features, then, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. There's, I love, what's her name? Ask Amber. She has tutorials on how to make toggles, on how to do everything. So if that's something that you're looking for, you can definitely do it that way as well. It really, it's not that serious or bad. I mean, it all works out. Once you get it, it just may be kind of painful getting it there is the thing, but I think once you get it there, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? It's okay, and it's not actually that bad. And I think this is a pretty quick process if you don't keep having to come back and forth like I do, but you know, that's part of the process as well. So I think it's not actually that hard though, for because you don't have to like do any weight painting or anything like that. Like, it's not that big of a problem, you know what I mean? It'll turn out okay in the end. And what was I missing? Was I needing to do one more thing? I think I was, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, his FBX has to be humanoid. I mean, overall it's been, you know, I'm looking at the timer for this video and I know this is only half of it, so I mean, it probably took me overall like an hour or so if I had to at least make an estimated guess of how long this actually took me. Because I mean, it wasn't, I mean, an hour for something, most people spend longer time editing their avatars, you know what I mean? You'll be fine. If this is something you really want, then... See, look at, wow, now look at, we're finally poor. We're poor now, which is what we wanted. Because poor, I know you're like, but poor, that's still red, but it's red for Quest. Most Quest avatars that you see that are public and stuff are poor. But poor is not automatically hidden. Very poor is automatically hidden. So you'll be able to be seen by Quest people without being hidden or anything. So this is normal. So he's good, but he needs some material, so that meets everything else. So last piece you're going to undo here. So you have him, right? He's ready to go. Now you have the content manager. So these are all things that were published, right? These are all everything. There's my worlds and stuff. But you're actually going to want to go to your other boyo here, right? This is him for my PC version. And you're actually going to want to find his blueprint ID. So as you can tell, you can go ahead and copy it. That'll be good. You can also find this, by the way, if you go, just like what I was doing right then and there, you can go through the content manager and click copy ID. You know, you could find, I have a lot of avatars uploaded, because I buy a lot of avatars and I also upload them to worlds, so, but what you're going to do is you're going to go to its inspector and you see the pipeline, blueprint ID optional, it may be at the bottom. You're just going to pop it in there and attach. That's what you're going to want to do. And now, what that does, see now it recognizes that this is Jax, but this is the Android version of him. So now we're going to build and publish him for Android. let this load, and now, so every time this won't affect your, this should not affect your, oh no, wait, sorry, hello. I think I want it to be used for, wow, what was that? I don't think I've ever seen that setting before. Let me look at that really quick. What is that? This above, use this for fallback. Average not valid, tag will be cleared. Cross-platform. It is cross-platform. That's interesting. I've never seen that. I just wanted to look at it. Wow. So you could use like as like a fallback avatar. That's pretty cool. If it's like only Quest. I don't think I even have any avatars on my account that are listed as only Quest, but if you want like to create your own fallback avatar, I guess that's possible. So it says he's uploaded, so let's take a look in and see if it worked. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna launch this really quick, but I'm just gonna set it to the screen while I launch it so that you don't see anything you're not supposed to see. So let's just go through. This is from when I used to stream, by the way. I don't stream anymore, obviously. Wow, I really messed it up. There we go. Okay. Alright, now we're loading in, so we'll let this do its thing. Let this do its thing really quick. Okay, so here's my house world, and I have the avatar. I'm just gonna reload him just in case. Reset. And look at now, as you can tell right here on his thing, he shows up both as, I know this doesn't show, but as you can tell, he shows up both as Quest and PC now. I hope this tutorial helped. But yeah, yay, goodbye.